a very brief exposition why we have come this evening. The reason why we have come this evening is to show you the lies, the blackmail against the indigenous people of Biafra, and we are setting the record very straight. Biafra for Africa. Yes, we're going to chisel the stomach. You know what is chisel, right? You know what is chisel, right? You know the chisel that you do like this. We're gonna chisel all their fat and big stomach in the military. So if you know that Biafra is coming, just begin now and work out, because if you are 18 years, we will subject you to compulsory military service. So if you are part of those who are eating apple, or if they bring every plate of apple, you put it in your stomach. If they bring a gari, you put it in your stomach. Everything that comes, Biafra for Africa. You swallow all of them. We're going to chisel the stomach. You know what is chisel, right? You know what is chisel, right? You know the chisel. I don't know whether is it chisel. What is it called? Is it chisel? I don't know. Chisel. What is that? What is that thing called? Big stomach in the military. So if you if you know that Biafra is coming. What is that thing called? Is it chisel? Do you know what is it called? If you used to do so. What is it called? Is it chisel? Compulsory military service. So if I want somebody to correct me who are eating apple, or if they bring all chisel is right. Okay. All right, because you put it in your stomach. If they bring a curry, you put it in your stomach. Because it has been a very long time. So I don't know whether we're going to chisel. I don't know whether I still get the name right. You know what is chisel? All right. You know, chisel. We're going to chisel. I don't know whether is it chisel. What is it called? Thank you very much. Is it chisel? Right. So I'm going to show you. So what is that? What is that thing called? Big stomach in the military. So if you if you know that Biafra is coming, what is that thing called? Is it chisel? Do you know what is it called? If you used to do so. What is it called? Is it chisel? Compulsory military service. So if now I want somebody to correct me who are eating apple, or if they bring all chisel is right. Okay. Right. All right, because you put it in your stomach. If they bring a curry, you put it in your stomach. Because it has been a very long time. So I don't know whether we're going to chisel. I don't know whether I still get the name right. You know what is chisel? All right. You know chisel. We're going to chisel. I don't know whether is it chisel. What is it called? Thank you very much. Is it chisel? Right. So I'm going to show you. So what is that? What is that thing called? Big stomach in the military. So if you all right, so all of you are looking at this particular report. This is what we call journalism. Remember that this afternoon, after I called Daily Trust, and I called Sahara Reporter made correction. Somebody said, I have bad mouth. I have bad mouth. I told you. I have bad mouth too. And that is why everybody should be very careful not to allow me to use my bad mouth on you. So when you look at this, Tribune have distinguished themselves as a very professional news media, a very reliable news media. After the exposition today, Tribune, they went to work exactly the way they should report it. Now look at this. Tribune say, sit at home in Imo. Passenger, 3 vehicles burned to death. You see? They went further to say a passenger and the 3 vehicles conveying passenger from Umuahia, Abia State to Owerri, capital of Imo State, have been burnt to ashes by some gunmen. Of course, we know that these some gunmen are said to be military men who want to send a message and who want to kill people and target IPOB. They also continue, the incident happened in the early hour of Monday August 9th, 2021, the beginning of sit-at-home order called by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to press home the demand for the release of the group leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from detention. Nigeria Tribune gathered that the driver of one of the buses was shot by his waist while the rest passenger escaped for their life. Are you seeing the report? When they went further to continue, the two Homer buses, which belong to Liberia Transport Company Limited, and a Sienna bus, which belonged to another company, were said to have loaded at Umuahia and were heading to Owerri when they ran into the gunmen at Nkwogu Mbaise along Owerri Umuahia Express Road. According to a video clip circulated on Monday, the driver managed to escape with a gunshot wound. One of the passengers was burnt while inside one of the vehicles. Eyewitnesses also said all passengers managed to escape. When contacted, the Imo State Police Command Public Relations Officer CSP Michael Abatan said that the command was investigating the incident to ascertain what happened. You see, this is exactly what reportage is all about. Professionalism. This is it. They even contacted the police and the police responded to them. But other people contacted the police and police did not respond because police know that they are all junks. Police know that other news media are all junks who report anything they see, who report rubbish. When you tell them something, they go and report rubbish. Now, you have just seen that this particular report by the Tribune. This is the way it should be. Because everybody is suspect. Nigeria Army, we are suspecting them. Nigeria Army and DSS and the SARS, we are suspecting them to be responsible for this attack because we know they are going to do it and they are going to blame it on ESN. We do not need to enforce any sit-at-home because we know people will comply. So we don't need it. And the warning we have been giving to people is against this particular killing that has just happened here. Because we know that they are going to kill in order to do it. Do you think it is easy? Do you think that the security agent and Nigeria government, they are finding it funny? You don't know what it is. This is a complete nkari. So Nigeria is not sleeping. They are going to do everything. We warned you. We say, do not come out. They have done it in the past. They are going to do it again. And they are not hiding it. They did it even openly to Barrister Ejiofor's PA. They burnt him inside boots. They did it to Sunday Igboho. They went to his house. They killed people there. They abducted people there. And you can see blood on the floor of Sunday Igboho's house as they were dragging the person they killed there. So it is a complete nkari, and they are not happy. We warned you. We say, stay at home. We do not want to lose anybody. You see it because you people don't listen. Of course, it is not you people, but few. Had it been that they listened to our warning, Nigerian military will not kill them. Nigerian military or DSS will not burn them to ashes in order to blackmail IPOB. Had it been they listening to us, this wouldn't have happened. This would have witnessed a very peaceful stay at home. But look at, this is a correct report. And this is the way it should be because there is no evidence anywhere, but we are suspecting the Nigerian Army because we do not have no reason whatsoever to go and start enforcing sit at home. Any place you see anybody claiming that is IPOB or claiming that is ESN, whether with a machete, whether with a stick, whether with gun or whether with anything, they are not IPOB. They are talks, political talks, hired to cause confusion just like they did during the EndSARS protest. We have seen their modus operandi. We know how they operate. We know how they operate. And because if we can't sit at home and people in Biafra don't sit at home, it means we are not it means all the things we have been doing all this while is not yet the result. The result is what you people are seeing. If we say sit at home tomorrow, people are going to sit at home if they see reason for that. If we say that we are now going to a different phase for Biafra struggle, that everybody must now sit at home until something is done, either the government talk to us, the governors do something, they are going to comply. Because they know the life they are living in Nigeria is not life. So it's better everybody to fight, pay this price once and for all for a better society and a better country. Now, I have shown you what a reportage should be. So we thank Tribune for setting this record and showing of how a good reporter or a good news media or newspaper should be reporting things, not like a cut and join. Now let me bring you the Sahara reporters. Now, here, I want you to see the difference between the two. Remember, they are reporting the same thing. Let me flash this news again so that you remember. Did you see? Sit at home in Imo, passenger, 3 vehicle burned to death. And they did not mention or allege that IPOB did it because there is no evidence to do that. And if they do that, they are already compromised because you cannot just come as a reporter and say, come and write allegedly IPOB. Who told you that it's allegedly IPOB? Even if people told you, even if somebody say, oh, I was there, it is like they are IPOB, you cannot write that. You cannot write that because there is no evidence to write a very, in a very important thing like this. You cannot just come and accuse people and say allegedly IPOB. Who is alleging that it's IPOB? It means that you are part of those who have collected money to sabotage the indigenous people of Biafra. And we are not going to take it very lightly with you. Again, now look at Sahara Reporter. Look at Sahara Reporter and you see the difference. Now I want you to spot the difference. Suspected IPOB militant invade Southeast shop, destroy goods of violators of sit-at-home order. And there is a video making round in the internet that they said people are IPOB. IPOB don't destroy people's they don't destroy people shop, they don't destroy people business. Like I said earlier, these are hired talks, political talks. So why all of a sudden the Nigerian media and their nonchalant attitude, why all of a sudden they don't understand anymore how to report incident? How are they, all of a sudden they forgot what happened in NSAS? The same thing that happened in NSAS protest is the same thing they have done in some part of Biafra land, where whoever and wherever the people were attacked or where the businesses were attacked, it is as a result of a hired talks, political talks. And let me tell you, this particular incident probably happened in a particular place. So it is not in all Biafra land. You can see when we play the video, you see that in some places, you can see a keke napep moving around. You can see 1 vehicle, 2 vehicles moving around. Nobody was killed. Nobody was harassed. Even the BBC reporter reported how the people were allowing people to, even nurses and doctors, they're allowing them to, they show their ID card that they are nurse, they are doctor, they go. So this Nigeria agent, they look for a place where where there is no body watching, and they started to molest people, and they call it IPOB. So we are telling Sahara Reporter, as you are reporting, you have reported very wrong thing. You don't have that justification to say alleged IPOB. Learn from the Tribune. Learn from the Tribune. Learn how to report. You cannot just come and say allegedly IPOB. IPOB did not do that. And so worry, you have to call your people to order, because you are the owner of Sahara Reporter. You cannot, we cannot be fighting one thing. You are supporting, you also, Sowore also supported our sit at home. We saw it in his post, supported our sit at home. You cannot be supporting our sit at home, and at the same time, the people working for you will be writing against our movement. This is a complete sabotage. We cannot accept that. So Sowore, we are calling on you to call your writers to order. They cannot be reporting something they are not sure of. You cannot say alleged IPOB. That IPOB called a sit-at-home order does not mean that whatever happened is now allegedly IPOB. Learn from Tribune. You reported the same thing with Tribune. Now I'm going to show you what Sahara Reporter reported. The same thing Tribune reported. I just read to you. Now let me show you. Why it is very important that we make this claim, we debunk these lies against IPOB and indigenous people of Biafra, is because the same thing by tomorrow, when some people will be making references, they will be searching for this particular report. They will say, oh, Sahara Reporter reported that IPOB burned house, burned a bus, they burned somebody inside the bus and all that. It is also a build-up to what they want to use against us, and we cannot accept it. I want you also to remember that when Abba Kaire was busted by FBI, FBI had to also go to Nigerian news media to get some information about Abba Kaire, this criminal Abba Kaire. And those reports they got from the Nigerian newspaper, for example, when the Senate want to give him an award as a criminal, and then secondly, when as the Nigerian media is referring to him as a super cop, and they don't know that they are referring to a super criminal, international fraudster as a super cop. So FBI went to internet, they got all the news media, including the report from Sahara Reporter. FBI referenced the report from the Sahara Reporter. So when you see us doing this, you don't know how important it is. And the Sahara Reporter should set the record very straight and correct this wrong report. The Tribune I just showed you now is a very good example of how to report something when you have not done your investigation, and if you know that you are not doing an investigative journalism, you just copy other people that are writing something. You know, when the Daily Trust wrote that, Sahara Reporter copied it and post, and even give it a more funny title. Now I want to bring it to your notice. You see, this is Sahara Reporter. Sahara Reporter, look at it. Sahara Reporter. Suspected Ipob members shoot at bus, burn passenger alive for flaunting sit-at-home order. You see? And this was after I challenged them. This was after I challenged them that where did they get the report to show that suspected IPOB? Because before they say IPOB members. In their other report, they say IPOB members. And then after the challenge this afternoon, where I told them to go and write a rejoinder, they came up with this particular one now and say suspected. But in the first report, they say IPOB. Now, there is something I want you to pay attention here. One moment. Okay, not a particular this one. And as you can see, they copied this from the Daily Trust. Daily Trust reported that students were prevented from taking National Examination Council, NECO, and all that. Now, I don't know why Sahara Reporter will be copying Daily Trust, the Daily Trust report. Can't Sahara Reporter put call through to people in Biafra land and ask them, did you write NECO? So why can't they call people in Biafra land and ask them question? Why must they rely on Daily Trust? The Daily Trust reported that people were prevented from writing NECO. Now, let me show you another report which is quite interesting as well. After we challenged them this afternoon, they came up with this one again. We told them to go and pull the report down or write a rejoinder and apologize to the indigenous people of Biafra for a frivolous report. After that, Sahara Reporter came up with this one. 2 killed, vehicle burnt as Ipob sit at home order turned bloody in Anambra. Now, this is a Sahara Reporter again. The question is, why have they come here now to change suspected Ipob? Now let us read so that you understand the same picture. 2 killed, vehicle burnt as Ipob sit at home order turned bloody in Anambra. And when you look at this thing, you will think that they are talking about 2 different killing. This is even as the directive has grounded commercial activities in the state across the southeast, with major roads deserted and public places, including school, under lock. The sit-at-home directive by the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, turned bloody on Monday as 2 persons were killed in Nnewi, Anambra State. This is even as the directive has grounded commercial activities in the state across the southeast, with major roads deserted and public places, including schools, under lock. Owing to the fear of the possible attack, Sahara Reporter gathered that most residents retained indoor after stocking up their homes ahead of the plans to the closed business in the state. Ipob on July 30 ordered sit-at-home in southeast every Monday until Mazen Ambikano, the leader, is released from the custody of the Department of State. The proscribed group is said to lockdown tagged Ghost Monday will also affect school and marketplace. It is threatened to shut down economic activity in the region, adding that violators of the order will be visited with violence. Residents said gunshots were heard at Izuchukwu Junction in Nnewi as early as 6 a.m., only for them to later see the lifeless bodies of 2 young men. Also, 3 buses were set ablaze in the industry city of the state by unknown gunmen. So how come a Sahara Reporter have suddenly now turned to unknown gunmen and not IPOB? So they have to go back. We don't know where they are getting the information that IPOB was the one who burned the buses or who burned the bus. So they have to go back now, and we are calling on them and Sowore, the CEO of Sahara Reporter, we are calling on you, calling your attention to the report coming from the desk of your newspaper, your newspaper. You have to call your people to order. This is unacceptable. Now here they come to say unknown government. Why did they not use unknown government in the first place? Because they know it was the military, and now they are saying it is unknown government. And then after this afternoon, when I debunked them, they came here again to say an unconfirmed report, however, claimed the victims were shot dead by army operatives while enforcing the sit-at-home order. So this should have been the title of this report. The title of this report should have been unconfirmed report claim that military shot dead 2 young men. This is how the report should be. So why would you, this is exactly, the report should have been unconfirmed report. The title should have been unconfirmed report claims military shot down 2 young men. That is how to report. How can you go to the other side and report IPOB this, IPOB that, when you have no evidence to substantiate your report? So the title of this report should have been unconfirmed report claims that Nigeria Army shot dead 2 young men, because it is an unconfirmed report. So you write it like that. You write it like that. So Sowore, I hope you are watching, and if you know Sowore, copy this particular section of this video and send to him, because this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. This is unprofessional journal. It is unprofessional. This is unprofessional. You cannot be writing anyhow, because there are consequences. There are consequences. This is not to say that we want to cage media or control media. No. But the truth is that you cannot report when you don't have evidence. You cannot mention people's name when you don't have evidence. If it is alleged, it is alleged. If it is not alleged, you don't report it. But now there is an allege that military shot those 2 young men. So report it like that. That unconfirmed report claim that military young men. That should be the title. Then investigation will be carried out to know whether we can now confirm the report, or the report will continue to be unconfirmed. Not to come and say IPOB. They are IPOB. IPOB where? It is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Very, very unacceptable. And we are setting the record very straight today. We are setting the record very straight. So everybody must be taking note of what we are debunking here. The Biafra people did not molest anyone. Our job is to make sure that our life, the life of our women and children, are protected. And the sit-at-home order is a civil disobedience, which is allowed in a situation like Nigeria. We need to even have more than, we need to see the enforcement of more than what happened yesterday or today, depending on where you are working. So on this note, I'm going to open the line, because we don't have much time. I will open the line for your contribution and your observation on today's sit-at-home, your experience, what you see, and how we have been able to be successful in this particular sit-at-home order. Like I said, it is the beginning of Biafra. Biafra has been declared, and the referendum, we have done referendum. What happened in Biafra land is part of referendum. The next Monday, we are going to see a total compliance in Akwa Ibom State, part of Biafra. We're going to see in Bayelsa State, part of Biafra. We are going to see in Rivers State, part of Biafra. We're going to see in Delta State, part of Biafra. And the message now, we go there, and we are going to make sure that all Biafrans in these places mentioned, including in Benue State, observe the sit-at-home. Thank you very much. And I am bringing you to the house to air your view. And if that Okpo man from US is watching, he can join us and clear himself. Thank you very much. Tell us why he think we are now against Ndibo and not for Ndibo. Very important. The link has been shared. Join us, click the link, and let us share and rub mind. Thank you very much. Right, Ada, good evening. Welcome to the program. 1 minute and 1.5 minutes.
Hi, Simon. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. I just want to address the issue of NECO, right, to our people, so that they will stop hitting their head on a rock about this NECO. I wrote NECO, I can't remember the year anyway, but I must tell them that NECO is a fraud. NECO is a scam exam in Nigeria. It doesn't make sense. What parents has to be focused on letting their children do is senior WAEC, school SSE, and West African School Certificate or GCE. You see that NECO? NECO is a waste of time. It's not recognized international. Anywhere you carry NECO result to, they will fling it out and tell you it's not recognized. So let them stop all this, their flimsy excuses of people didn't write NECO. NECO is a waste. Is a use. In fact, it's waste of time. If they pay money to do that exam, they should stop doing it, because I am telling you, it is nonsense. If you think I'm lying, I will scan it and send it to you. I have distinction in them, but it's nonsense. Nobody abroad, no international community, even Ghana can't even accept it. Even federal universities in Nigeria doesn't accept that. So they're fooling people with that exam. They should stop that exam. That exam is worthless exam. And when you talk about bacteria, everything you say about bacteria concerning our people are truth. But you see, our people have been living in a life of dirtiness. So stinkiness has become part of them. They don't even care. There are a lot of nonsense that is going on in that country, that all these useless governors are deceiving our people. It's high time our people know that they're dying daily because of viruses and bacteria that is infecting in their system. So they need to clean up the whole place. And that is why we're looking for Biafra. So all this nonsense need to stop. People hitting their head on a rock because of one nonsense or the other. Instead of suffer for once and get what they want, they always complaining. Those people that was killed, I'm not pitying them, because I see you lamenting nobody should go out, but they are strong-headed. They decided to go on the road because they feel who is Mazin Namdekala, who is this and who is that. So I am sorry for their family. That is all I have to say. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ada. Before you go, yes,
Yeah.
we understand. We understand that NECO may not be that good. May not be that good. It may be fake, but of course, that is not like, it is not to say that we are giving excuse that people should not write NECO. We are supporting NECO. We are supporting any exam. Until when Biafra come, we have to have our
Simon, we need to educate our people too that are under fraud. That is
Exactly.
a scam.